Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It is time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I will be doing this reading. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, whenever it is you're watching me, day, afternoon, evening. Let's get into it and see what's going on. All right, so what's going on with Pisces? Othala. Othala in reverse, huh? This could have something to do with your home. Othala is Pisces energy, so, some of you may be having some sort of, I don't know, there could be some sort of an issue going on regarding stability or property or something like that. You could also be feeling drained too, Pisces. This could be like a draining feeling. I kind of feel drained right now myself. So, I'm kind of feeling that could be a draining feeling for some of us. Like, tired, like really tired, draining. Ingwas. Huh. Well, now Ingwas is a really good rune. It talks about gestation. This is the seed, all right? And it's usually the calm before any breakthrough. This is kind of like the seed that's still underground. It's energy building before it comes up, before it starts to grow. So something is processing underneath the surface, Pisces. You cannot see it because it's underground. Maybe you're spending time alone as well. But something internal is processing, and it's nearing completion here. Yeah, I feel that. What else? Menez. Well, I like Menez. Menez means mankind, humankind, humanity. And this is most likely us. This is talking about, yourself, your community. And also, this could also, indicate, this could also indicate some sort of assistance, okay, if you need it. Yeah, some sort of assistance if you need it. But I think that I think that this is kind of like representing you here undergoing an evolution. Something very fertile. Something here is changing. Elhaz or alges. Elhaz, alges, same rune. This is talking about divine protection. So, we know that we're protected, especially since yesterday. I mean, yesterday, it was really heavy protection, and we're still protected, Pisces. So this is, should be reassuring. But this is telling you here is advice to make sure that you put your shield up, okay? This could have to do with family drama. Yeah, and something's changing. Step back into your peace and protect your peace. You may have to actually say no to somebody. If you have to say no, it's just to protect yourself, okay? Connect to some, to the higher self. Yeah. And trust your intuition for sure. Oh my gosh. Trust your intuition. Yeah. There's no sense in fighting any old structures or something. This could be like some old structure that you could be like kind of maybe fighting. Yeah, and this even backs up what I just said. Yeah, you don't need to you don't need to try to fix some sort of something from the past, okay? Stop fighting some sort of old structure, some old structure of the way you do things. And protect your energy. And if something is crumbling around you, then let it crumble. You don't need to prop it up. See, this is the Urus in reverse. You don't need to prop it up. Some things are meant to be left behind. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling here. All right, let's get a little bit more in here. I had to pause the video because my allergies are kind of bothering me. And what's going on with Pisces? Gabo. I like Gabo. Gabo is good. Gabo, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they are, somehow attached to you. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely attached. Gabo talks about equal give and take. All right. So, yeah, it's not a bad rune. What else? It also represents a gift or the gift. It could be a gift, but we're going to see what's going on. Isa, okay. Wow. So Isa is ice, ice. Ice doesn't move very quick. Ice could indicate some sort of standstill or some sort of freeze. Yeah, this person isn't moving. They could be emotionally detached as well. They could come across as cold. What's going on with Pisces? Barcana. Barcana come up in reverse. Yeah, this some some sort of stagnant, stagnant energy, domestic friction. This person is probably, coming across to me as somebody immature. They could be younger than you, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but this person could be, they could be emotionally immature. That's what I'm kind of like feeling. They could be refusing to communicate. Yeah. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they're struggling somehow to move forward. So, I think that, I don't think that this is a bad person. I just think that, right now you don't want to waste your time on trying to wake them up, basically. This person's got some negative habits and, they could be refusing to take responsibility. For sure. Let's pull some. Let's get another rune here and pull some cards on that. Righto in reverse. Yeah, and this could be a relative. This could be an unhappy family member as well. Because, I don't really see us unhappy here at all. I just see us kind of tired and overthinking. Yeah. But there's some sort of stall here with something to do with your security or your home. But Righto is usually always temporary. It doesn't stay in reverse for very long. I think looking at this here, Pisces, is just, when I look at the runes, the best advice here from just the runes is to, make sure that you secure your boundaries, okay? Make sure you draw the line, make your boundaries, and, and get some rest. And don't try to waste your energy on somebody that's not willing to move. If this person doesn't want to move, you can't force them to move. I mean, so, you don't really need to be wasting your time on that right now. You need to be, taking care of yourself. Let's pull some cards now. All right. So what else is going on with this person? Yeah, it definitely could be somebody in the family because, I see two family runes. And Pisces, a lot of times you guys tell me it's not, a family member. It could be like a close friend too. You know what I mean? When I say family members, it doesn't necessarily, because it's just a general reading, so. You got the dog. What did I just say? I just said, the dog is a loyal friend or a loyal companion. So this person is connected to you. Yeah, I don't really feel bad about this person. I just feel that there's something here that's off about this person here they're not moving. We got the clouds. Okay. So this person here is deeply confused. Yeah. They're confused. And they're kind of frozen. Yeah. This could be somebody that's dealing with, it could be involving some sort of relationship or a new beginning with you. Or it could be somebody else, but I kind of think it's you. You got the stars. Stars, huh? The stars is really good. The stars is talking about hopes and dreams and a higher purpose, inspiration, their dreams. Get one more card. The child. Okay, the child talks about new beginnings, innocence or immaturity. I think this person's kind of immature, This could be like a friend or a family member that's gone completely cold or silent or distant. And they want to be loyal, but they're emotionally paralyzed. Yeah. This person could, be refusing to grow up. I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah. I think that they're just kind of lost in the fog right now. But ice eventually melts and fog doesn't last very long. So, and clouds don't last very long, They go away. Interesting about this person. Let's pull some cards on us here too and see what else is going on here. What's going on with Pisces? Yeah, I feel that this is some sort of, for us over here, this is some sort of a massive, transformation that's about ready to happen. Mm-hmm. What's going on with Pisces? King of Cups. So I like the King of Cups because, in the midst of all this here with Othala here being in reverse and Urus being in reverse and Righto being in reverse, this is us and our composure. See that? This is kind of like an emotional anchor. It's keeping your feelings in check. And you're not letting any chaos drown you. You're holding your center with quiet and strength intuition. And this is Pisces energy. I love it. Let's put this over here. What else? And I also like this too because, I see Gabo on here, which is the gift. This is our gift. And I see Wangyu. Wangyu is happiness. So even though all this crap is going on, we're still coming across pretty well. All right? In the back of the head, yeah, it's there, but we're composed, Quiet strength. Intuition. What else is going on with Pisces? The Page of Pentacles. I feel that you're planting a small seed, or some sort of a seed is being planted, some sort of pentacle. This could have to do with this ingwas here. Huh. Let's get another card. The Four of Swords. Huh. Okay, well, this is kind of like a perfect combo here with Urus here in reverse. Yeah. It's telling you to step back and get your rest, just like what Urus is saying right here. Step back and get your rest. I see Isa in the middle there. See, Isa is like slow, being slow, getting your rest, you know. I also see ingwas. That square in the middle of that is ingwas. That's another form of ingwas. Ingwas is the seed, so you need your sleep. Yeah, so this seed here grows. I also see Digaz on there with Isa. Isa's again saying, you know, to go slow. The transformation is going to come. It is. It's right here. I see it. Yeah, it's telling you to retreat and protect your energy. Right here. Clear as day. You could be, you know, quietly studying or making some sort of a plan. You know, you could be focusing on something new, some sort of a new venture that you've got, you know, in the back of your head. What else? You got the King of Swords. Oh, well, I like that. And look at that, Barkana there. Barkana there is upright. And this is us right here. This is us taking the King of Swords energy. You know, stepping into clarity, logic, truth. That's the King of Swords. Yeah, make sure that you set your boundaries. And whatever boundaries that you have set, you know, make sure it's the final decision and cut away whatever drains the power. Cut away whatever drains that power. The bottom of the deck, you got the World, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, like I said, cut it out with that sword. You see what I'm saying? I think what's going on here is with the World, you know, like I said, this ingwas is about ready to grow. Okay, this is a major arcana. This is a major arcana card. It's got Hagilez on here, which is, you know, it can indicate a storm, you know, some sort of a storm, some sort of a massive karmic cycle that could be directly, you know, involving Othala here in reverse. Yeah. This could be some old chapter of your life regarding something from the past, you know, something about a home, you know, some long-standing structure. It's successfully ending. So something's ending. And, you know, with the seven, and, you know, and I even though I feel that this is ending, you know, this is good. This is a good thing for us. Here, I gotta make sure you can see it. It's not a bad thing. You got the Seven of Wands, okay? This is the friction of that ending. You know, this is telling you to stand your ground and take the high road. Look, he's up on the high road. See him? Yeah. There could be people or circumstances that are pushing against you, but you have the upper hand. You're up here. And then you got the Ace of Swords. And this is the ultimate breakthrough, Pisces. This is when you know, this is kind of like when you realize that everything can be cut through with this sword. You're taking on the King of Swords energy. Yeah. You're ending this. Something is coming to an end for a better future. Yeah. Whatever this was from the past, it's ending. Okay, so this could be some sort of a conflict that, you know, a past conflict that is really kind of deeply karmically tied to you. And that is coming to an end. You have the upper hand, and you're going to be able to see through all the crap and cut through it so the seed can grow. And make sure you're getting your sleep too, Pisces. I definitely can feel that with the Urus there in reverse. What else? The energy is gaining momentum, and it sure is, Pisces. Let's get another card here. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So like I said, something's coming to an end. This. Awesome. So, yeah, there we have it. Let's pull a couple of these out too. What else? Yeah, this end of this, something to do with stability or your home. You know, something that was karmically tied back from the past. It's coming to an end. I like it. I feel that that's what it's talking about. What else? Authenticity attracts. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those that don't align with your path. And doesn't that make perfect sense? And raise the bar, Pisces. When you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Rise above old patterns. That's exactly what this whole reading is talking about, is rising above old patterns. And, you know, and I see Wang Yu right here on the King of Cups, which is Pisces energy. This is representing happiness and joy. Let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend your time with. All right, Pisces? All right, you guys. Well, anyhow, there's your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.